Most people think aging well is all about genetics, but many adults over 80 who stay active, sharp and independent tend to share the same surprising habits and abilities. And some of the signs are so subtle, most people completely miss them. Today, we'll explore 14 signs you may be aging better than most people over 80. Getting older doesn't automatically mean becoming weak, isolated or dependent. In fact, many older adults continue to live meaningful, active and healthy lives far beyond what previous generations expected. Healthy aging is often reflected in everyday things: how you move, think, recover, sleep, socialize, and handle stress. And while no single habit can guarantee longevity, researchers consistently find that certain patterns are strongly associated with better health and quality of life later in life. So, if you recognize several of these signs in yourself or someone you love, it may be a very encouraging indicator. Let's begin. When you recover fairly quickly after minor illnesses, one of the strongest signs of healthy aging is resilience. As the body gets older, recovery naturally becomes slower. But adults who still bounce back reasonably well after a cold, poor night of sleep, travel fatigue or minor stress often maintain stronger overall physical function. This doesn't mean never getting sick. It means the body is still adapting effectively. Healthy recovery can reflect good circulation, stable muscle mass, proper nutrition, quality sleep, and a more balanced immune response. Many longevity experts believe resilience matters more than perfection. People who age well are not always the healthiest every single day. They simply recover better over time. 2. You can walk comfortably without constant support. Walking is one of the clearest windows into long-term health. Adults who can walk steadily, maintain balance, and move confidently without relying heavily on assistance often retain stronger independence later in life. Researchers sometimes call walking speed a vital sign of aging because it reflects multiple systems working together: muscles, joints, balance, coordination, heart health, and brain function. Even simple daily movement, like grocery shopping, gardening, climbing stairs, or walking through a parking lot, can say a lot about overall aging quality. Staying mobile is one of the biggest predictors of maintaining freedom later in life. 3. You still feel curious about life. Healthy aging isn't only physical. Mental engagement plays a huge role in long-term well-being. People who continue asking questions, learning new things, reading, exploring hobbies, or staying interested in the world around them often maintain sharper cognitive function as they age. Curiosity stimulates the brain. It encourages memory, emotional flexibility, creativity, and social interaction. Whether it's learning technology, trying a new recipe, traveling somewhere different, or simply wanting to understand new ideas. Curiosity is often a quiet but powerful sign of mental vitality. 4. You maintain strong social connections. Loneliness can affect health more than many people realize. Studies consistently show that older adults who maintain meaningful social relationships often experience better emotional health, stronger cognitive function, and improved overall quality of life. This doesn't mean having dozens of friends. Even a few close relationships can make a major difference. Simple conversations, family visits, shared meals, church groups, hobbies, or community activities help keep both the mind and body engaged. Humans are deeply social by nature, and staying connected remains important at every age. 5. You can still get up from a chair without major difficulty. This may sound simple, but it's incredibly important. The ability to stand up from a chair without struggling heavily often reflects lower body strength, balance, coordination, and joint function. These are essential for maintaining independence after 80. Leg strength especially becomes critical later in life because it supports walking stability and reduces fall risk. Many physical therapists consider this one of the most practical everyday indicators of functional aging. And the good news is that muscle strength can often improve at almost any age with safe activity and consistency. 6. You sleep relatively well. Most nights, sleep changes naturally with age, but consistently poor sleep can affect nearly every part of health. Adults who still sleep reasonably well often support better memory, mood, immune health, recovery, and energy levels. Healthy aging doesn't require perfect sleep every night, but being able to fall asleep without extreme difficulty, stay asleep reasonably well, and wake up feeling somewhat refreshed can be a positive sign. Good sleep also helps regulate inflammation, stress hormones, and mental clarity. In many ways, sleep becomes even more important as we age. 7. You still have a sense of purpose. People who age well often continue feeling needed, useful, or connected to something meaningful. Purpose can come from family, volunteering, faith, hobbies, mentoring, gardening, creativity, or simply having routines that bring fulfillment. Research increasingly shows that purpose is associated with better emotional resilience and healthier aging outcomes. It gives people a reason to stay engaged with life. And importantly, purpose doesn't have to be grand or dramatic. Sometimes it's found in the smallest daily routines that give structure and meaning to the day. 8. You handle stress. Without staying overwhelmed for long, stress affects everyone. But one important sign of healthy aging is emotional recovery. People who age successfully often experience stress without remaining emotionally stuck in it for extended periods. They adapt. They regain perspective, and they develop coping habits that protect long-term mental health. This emotional flexibility may help reduce chronic stress-related strain on the body over time. Calmness doesn't mean never feeling anxious or frustrated. It means being able to recover emotionally and continue moving forward. 9. You continue eating balanced meals consistently. Healthy aging is strongly connected to consistent nutrition. Adults who regularly eat balanced meals with enough protein, fiber, hydration, healthy fats, fruits, and vegetables often support better energy, muscle maintenance, and immune function later in life. Extreme dieting usually matters less than long-term consistency. Many longevity researchers notice that healthy older adults often maintain simple, sustainable eating habits for decades. Good nutrition also supports bone health, brain function, and mobility, all essential parts of aging well. 10. You still laugh easily. This may sound small, but it matters more than many people think. People who maintain humor, optimism, and emotional warmth often cope better with life's challenges as they age. Laughter can reduce tension, strengthen social bonds, and improve emotional resilience. Healthy aging is not only about medical numbers, it's also about emotional well-being and maintaining joy in everyday life. A person who still finds reasons to smile, connect, and enjoy simple moments often carries a powerful form of resilience. Healthy aging isn't about being perfect. It's about staying engaged, active, and connected to life. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.